Girl, he called me a liar. So let's talk about it. So my name is Kim. This is my channel, Kim After 50. I am here to share my journey as I start my life over. Just turned 50 years old, just got divorced. I'm losing 100 pounds and I'm doing all of that while traveling to some amazing places and having some amazing experiences with some fabulous people. And I'm bringing you all along as I start my life over, not from scratch, but from experience. So I have been talking about cruising a lot on my channel because cruising is my favorite way to vacation. It is also what I consider to be a very affordable way to vacation. So that means I can do a lot of it. I shared a video recently, this video right here, and the link will be in the comments, on how I took a $49 cruise on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. Somebody in the comments said that I was lying. Why would you put $49 when you know it's a lie? So let's talk about it. Several videos on Margaritaville at Sea. I have them all in a playlist. So if you're interested in this cruise line, go take a look at those videos. I actually broke down in one of those videos every single thing I spent on this cruise so that you would have all of the information in the spirit of full transparency. So he asked me a question. I think it's a he, might have been a she, I don't know. They asked me a question. I'm going to go ahead and answer the question. Why did I call it a $49 cruise? Because that's what it is. It's a $49 cruise, and I believe in calling a thing what it is. If you go to the Margaritaville at Sea website, you will see that this cruise starts at $49, and the sailing that I was on was a $49 sailing. But let's be clear, just because the cruise fare is $49 does not mean that's all it's going to cost you for that cruise. Just like if you buy a dress that's $50, you still got to pay the taxes on the $50, and you still have to pay whatever shipping charge it is for that dress to be shipped to you. So it's the same thing with cruising. Now, I have a cruise coming up on Margaritaville at Sea that is a free cruise. While I was on their cruise, they slid a certificate under my cabin door to come back on a free cruise, and I will be going on that cruise very soon. But is a free cruise really free? Like, can I get on that ship, enjoy the cruise, get off the ship, and never spend a dime? No, you can't, because even though the cruise fare is $0, you still have taxes, fuel supplement charges, and gratuities that you have to pay. So I want to break that down to you. How much am I actually paying for my free Margaritaville at Sea cruise? So understand, there are multiple parts of what you're going to pay when you book your cruise. And this is on any cruise line. Every cruise line has additional fees such as the taxes, port fees, fuel supplements, things like that. The difference between Margaritaville and other cruise lines, and I'll give Carnival as an example, is that a law changed, I believe it was last year, that required cruise lines in certain states. Yeah, I'm not a lawyer, so this is my understanding of it. When they advertise a cruise on their website, it required them to put the total price, which is the fare, along with whatever fees are added onto it. Margaritaville at Sea does not do that. I don't think, they must not be required to, because they don't do that. They still do it the way cruise lines used to do it, which is just to put the cruise fare. So again, they all used to do that, but Margaritaville still does it, and the other cruise lines that I travel put the total price instead of just the cruise fare price. So think of this again like the example that I just gave you. When you go buy a car, the car is a certain price. Now, in addition to the price of that car, you're going to have to pay taxes. You're going to have to pay for your tag and your registration and all that before you can ever drive that car off the lot. But all of those additional fees are not advertised in the price of the car. They just tell you what the car cost. So for the Margaritaville at Sea cruise that I took, it was $49. That's what the cruise fare was. My upcoming cruise on Margaritaville at Sea is a free cruise. So the cruise fare is $0. But I still had to get them people some money. So let's talk about it. Wait, before I talk about it, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am doing a 300 subscriber giveaway because I just hit 300 subscribers. and that giveaway ends on the 17th. So I want to make sure that you're entered into that giveaway. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on the video. All right, so now let's get into it. So the government taxes on this cruise that I'm taking, it's a 2-day cruise, myself and my daughter. The government taxes on the cruise are $111 each. There's a fee that says $9.99. I believe that's the fee to use their certificate. I'm not sure what that fee is. It just says fee, and that is $9.99. The gratuities, which are your tips. Every other cruise line I've sailed, gratuities are optional, or on Virgin Voyages, they're included in the cost of your cruise. But like on Carnival, Norwegian, it's optional. They do automatically apply the gratuities, but then you can go down and say, no, I don't want to pay these tips, and they'll take them off. With Margaritaville at Sea, the gratuities are required. Don't get me on my soapbox about that. I talked about that on a different video. I'm a big tipper. I believe in tipping. I love being able to tip, but I think if it's required, it shouldn't be considered gratuity. So the gratuities are $20 per person per day. There are 2 of us going, myself and my daughter, so that is $80 for the 2-day cruise. And then the fuel supplement is $15 per person per day. Again, there are 2 of us going, so that is going to be $60 for the fuel supplement. So what did we have to pay for this free cruise? We had to pay taxes of $111.05 each, a fee of $9.99. Again, I don't know what that fee is. Gratuities of $20 per person per day of $80, so that's $80, and a fuel supplement of $15 per person per day, so that is $60. So pull out my handy dandy calculator because I forgot to write down the total. So in total for my free cruise, I paid $372.09, if my math was just correct. Let me double check because I don't want nobody calling me a liar. Let me double check. Yeah, $372.09. So free is not completely free. Your cruise fare is free, but that does not include all other government required taxes, fees, port charges, fuel charges, things like that, gratuities, you know, things like that. So is it still a great deal? Yes. Yeah, and I had an amazing time on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, and I'm happy to go back. But no, free is not completely free. I am not coming on here trying to deceive anybody. I'm not trying to hook you into taking a Margaritaville at Sea cruise and playing switcheroo on you, because I don't own that company. So it doesn't benefit me if you go on the cruise. My goal with videos like this is just so that people who want to go on a cruise are aware that they can go. I want to share any money saving tips that I come across with you all. I love cruising. The experience of taking those 4 cruises directly after the divorce and during the month of my birthday really changed my life. Cruising, even when we were really on a very strict income. At one point, my ex-husband was a disabled veteran. I was a homeschool mom, so we didn't have a lot of extra money, but we still were able to take our children on cruises, and they were able to see and experience things because of the affordability of cruising. I just want to pass that on to other people. I'm not trying to ever deceive anybody. Like I said, the comment didn't really shake me. I was just like, girl, audacity. Like, really? You just talking to a stranger like that? Now, I did share with you all that I booked a casino offer on MSC. They're totally different. The way they do things is totally different. And their free is actually free. You don't have to pay any taxes or any other charges when you take one of their free cruise offers. So if you play in the casino and get free cruise offers, take a look at MSC. I have talked about it on a previous video. They're totally different. They require you to put down a $400 deposit. That $400 is then applied to your like casino bank. But there are no additional fees. But every other cruise line I'm aware of, your cruise fare is free, but you do have to pay the other associated fees. I feel like I've said that like 37 times in this video, so I'm not going to say it again, but I just did want to address that because I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to, you know, not give y'all the tea on the situation. So thank y'all for watching. Did you subscribe? I think you did. So thank you very much. Please leave a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up on the video, and I'll see y'all on the next video, and hopefully one day at sea. Bye-bye.